Al-Jumlatul Fi'liya, verbal sentence. The definition is كل جملة تبدأ بالفعل. Every sentence that begins with a verb. وتتركب من فعل وفاعل. And it consists of, or is composed of, a verb and a doer. تسمى جملة فعلية. It's called as a verbal sentence. So every sentence that begins with a verb and it consists of the verb and the doer is called as جملة فعلية. وقد يأتي معهما المفعول به. And an object can come with them, or it may come with them. Now that depends on the verb, because there are two kinds of verbs. One we call as muta'addin, which is the one that comes with an object, and lazim, which does not have an object. So it is not a necessity that you will have an object. It purely depends on the type of the verb in the sentence. So the two things that must be there in a jumla fi'liya, or the verbal sentence, is a fi'l and a fa'il. So they give examples. ضحك الولد, the boy laughed. So ضحك is the verb and it's a past tense, the fi'l madi. الولد is the fa'il. يكتب الولد الدرس, the boy is writing the lesson. يكتب is the fi'l, الولد is the fa'il. And here الدرس is the مفعول به, or the object. So as you can see, the word يكتب is a verb that has an object, and ضحك is a verb that does not have an object. يركب الولد الدراجة, for example, the boy is riding the bicycle. يركب is the fi'l, الولد is the fa'il, الدراجة is a مفعول به. Another one, يكتب الولد الدرس, the boy is writing the lesson. So here يكتب is the fi'l مضارع, is a present tense. الولد is the fa'il, and it is مرفوع. What does مرفوع mean? مرفوع means the main sign of this word is dhamma. So we have four things. We have مرفوع, منصوب, مجرور, and مجزوم. These first three, مرفوع, منصوب, and مجرور, are the most important thing that we need to learn. As for مجزوم, it is used little. So مرفوع means dhamma is the main sign, منصوب means fatha is the main sign, and مجرور means kasra is the main sign. So مرفوع means, as the dhamma is the main sign, it ends with dhamma, and it says بالضمة, yani dhamma is the sign. الدرس, now this is object, that's the مفعول به, it's the object, or we can call it the done to, and that is منصوب بالفتحة, and is منصوب. منصوب means the main sign is fatha. So these are the three components on this in the sentence: fi'l, fa'il, and maf'ul bihi. Then what is a fi'l? The verb. هو كل لفظ يدل على حصول عمل في زمن خاص. It is every word that indicates an action taking place in a specific time frame. So any word that indicates an action in a specific time is called as a verb. So it must have two things. It should indicate an action, and at the same time it should be in a time frame, either in the past, present, or future. And for example, نام الطفل, the boy slept, and the nama is a fi'l madi, past tense. So if you look at this definition, there are two things in nama. Is to sleep, so there's an action there. And when did it take place? It took place in the past, yani fil madi. So then it is a past tense, and so these two things are there in this verb. يكتب الولد الدرس, the boy is writing the lesson, and here also we have yaktubu, which is to write, that the verb is there, and the time frame is present, and it's in the present tense. Uktub ad-dars, write the lesson. Now this is a command tense, fi'l amr, and command tense, the verb occurs after you give the command. Now here nama is a fi'l madi, is a past tense. At-tifl is the fa'il, marfu', as we said, the main sign is dhamma, so marfu' bid dhamma. Next one we have al-fa'il, which is the doer. Al-fa'ilu ismun marfu'un ya'ti ba'd al-fi'l. Fa'il is a noun which is in the state of marfu'. As we said, main sign is dhamma. يأتي بعد الفعل. Now it comes after the verb. Now that is very important, because if a noun comes before the verb, for example here, if you look at this example, يكتب الولد الدرس, if you were to put the al-walad before يكتب, the meaning stays the same, which is the boy is writing the lesson. However, it is no longer a fa'il, because from the conditions of the fa'il is that it has to come ba'd al-fi'l, after the verb. So if it comes before the fi'l, then it becomes or it converts to a jumla ismiya, because now the sentence begins with a noun and not a verb. So the sentence completely changes, and then that word al-walad becomes a mubtada. It's no longer a fa'il, although the meaning is the same. So has to come is ism marfu' ya'ti ba'd al-fi'l wa yadullu ala man fa'ala al-fi'l, and it indicates the person, or it shows the person who did that action. يوجد فاعل في كل جملة فعلية, and the fa'il is present in every verbal sentence. Like you can't have a verbal sentence without the fa'il. It is a umdah, which is a pillar. Fi'l and a fa'il is a must for jumla fi'liya. So مثال يكتب الولد الدرس, the boy is writing the lesson. الولد is a fa'il مرفوع بالضمة. As we said, مرفوع means the main sign is dhamma, as you can see the dhamma at the end. نام الطفل, the child slept. نام is the fi'l, is a fi'l ماضي, and الطفل is the fa'il. ضحك الرجل, the man laughed. الرجل is the fa'il over here. In these examples, the underlined words are the fa'il, hence they are in the nominative case, and they are marfu'. Jameel. Now we have after this al-maf'ul bihi, the object. Al-maf'ul bihi ismun mansubun waqa'a alayhi fi'lul fa'il. What is an object, or what is the maf'ul bihi? Or in other words, we can call it the done to, which means the action being done on something. And it's a noun, ism mansub. It's in the mansub state, and as we said, now they translated it as accusative case. But what is accusative case? What does it mean? What we need to understand is mansub means the main sign is fatha. So marfu means the main sign is dhamma. Mansub is main sign is fatha. Waqa'a alayhi fi'lul fa'il, on which the action of the doer takes place. So if you look at this example, كتب الولد الدرس, the boy wrote the lesson. Now here, as we can see, kataba is the verb, it's the fi'l, al-walad is the fa'il, the doer. Now, on what did the action take place? Which is the lesson. What did the boy write? That is the thing that the action took place on. The action of writing. What was it? It is the lesson. So that is a maf'ul bihi mansub, and bil fatha, and the sign is fatha. قرأت البنت الجريدة, or قرأت البنت الجريدة. The girl read the newspaper. This is the fi'l, this is the fa'il. Al-jarida is a maf'ul bihi mansub. طبخت الأم الطعام. The mother cooked the food. طبخت is cooked. This is the fa'il. Sorry, this is the fi'l. Al-um is the fa'il, and الطعام is the maf'ul bihi. It is the object of the verb, and it is mansub.